If you want a guy to beat Alloa Athletic at the Indo Drill Stadium, then I'm no your guy. Welcome back to Fog Football, the big man. He's nothing but a hound dog. He's back, Stephen Presley. He's back, guys. Dundee are back in action.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog. And I think you could be getting hounded out of Dundee soon.
Thank you very much.
If these results don't pick up, could he go down as like one of the worst appointments ever in Scottish football history?
Aye, because I think they're getting beat here. Spoiler alert, folks. It's the first game up, may as well talk about it. I'm going 2-0 Alloa Athletic. I think this guy, he kind of looks like Captain Birdseye. He's going to go down with the ship, and instead of throwing him a life jacket, fire him 2 fish fingers.
Well, since you didn't do the intro, I'll do it instead, guys. Premier Sports Cup, 3rd round, match day fixtures. Boom.
Aye, that's it. Your wee team in action. Here again, pal. On Premier Sports again. Will you be there this time? Or are you going to duck your team's matches like you have for the third time this season?
No, well, I'll be third time lucky. I'll be there.
Five.
I'll make that.
Who are they playing?
Oh,
still an Albion. There you go. I know. The bear knows, but the Jambo doesn't. That's what the gist. That should be this channel's fucking motto. The bear knows, but the Jambo doesn't. Anyway, where are you going? I'm going 2-0 Alloa, folks. Honestly, I just think Dundee are rank rotten. They've lost everybody. And they brought a Klein in.
Yeah, and the players that they've brought in to replace the players outgoing just aren't up to the same level. I feel bad for Dundee. The 2 seasons back in the top flight under Tony Docherty, I think they were a good side. Even last season, finished 10th, but you know what? Were they the 10th worst team overall? I don't think so. I do think a lot of games were unlucky. I do recall watching games where decisions would go against them. Sometimes even just results would go against them. They were pretty competitive in the majority of their games against the top 2 as well. To me, Dundee had a couple of things went differently. They could have been pushing for that top 6 spot before St Mirren got it. Obviously, in the split, St Mirren kicked on. They done fantastic, but I mean there wasn't much between it. Going into like the final 3 weeks of the original first round of fixtures, like I think in match day 30, it was like everyone outside of St Johnstone had a realistic chance of getting top 6.
No, they did, and what I don't understand is why did Tony Docherty get sacked? I said at the time, it's either going to be a disaster or we can, future market is like ambitious. But were they just walking around the streets of Dundee and pick this guy up?
How ambitious can they be when they bring in Stephen Presley?
That's my point.
The guy who's been out of management for 5 years. It's almost like a Craig Levein appointment, isn't it? I mean, you could actually argue it's worse than Craig.
To Craig Levein. Craig Levein actually achieved things. I think at one time Craig Levein had a reputation, a decent one. I know we just refer to him as 460 and all that shite, but what's this guy done as manager? I'm ashamed to share the same name as him, man.
Does he spell his way of fee as well? He does, doesn't he?
He does, aye.
He's going to have to change it. He can be Elvis from now on.
No. Thank you. Thank you very much. What are you going, though? I've asked you about 10 times.
Dundee 2-1. He'll get a win on the board. He needs it. He'll
Could
get it.
Could he get sacked before the group stage? This is over.
That's possible, but I think it would... I mean, it would probably take 3 defeats in a row, wouldn't it? And then lose the 4th one.
Which would be...
technically the end of the group stage, but...
Aye, but... Oh, man. Fun times ahead if you're a Dundee fan. Ayr United versus...
Well, I did say a couple of weeks ago they're my early predictions to go down, and I'm not changing my mind here. I do think that we'll see... to me...
I would be flabbergasted if they finished above 10th. Put it that way. Ayr United versus Arbroath.
To me, Dundee's only hope is that they pray...
They sack him so early.
Well, that as well. But I think Dundee's best hope is just praying that Falkirk and Livingston don't adjust to the step up.
I know, but say what you want, right? I know it's only a couple of games, but Falkirk absolutely scud at Brecon 7-0. They're going to be a team that scores goals even if they're weak at the back. I think being good at one thing's better than being, shite at both. And I looked at... I watched Kelly Livy yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't a good game of football, right? But they lost 1-0 in a game where they very easily could have won it. I know it's one game, but...
No, they're looking... I think they both look alright.
Livy have signed Smart. They've brought in Silla. Why have Dundee let him go?
To me, that's Dundee's only chance. Dundee's only chance is that one of those clubs just does not step up this season from the championship. And Dundee manage to somehow sneak into 11th. But even if Dundee finished 11th, they are the kind of team that I think would go down in a playoff. Just like last season, we're looking at Ross County, and I think it was predictable. See, when I seen Ross County finish 11th with the run of form they're on, Don Cowie unable to buy a win, I said I think this is going to be one of those years where two teams come up.
And it was. You were right. Bang on the money.
And right at one point, it did seem like Levy had chucked it away in the second leg when they were 2-0, trailing 2-0. I think they should have beat Ross County at Levy, and then Ross County got that late, was it the penalty? The late penalty to draw, and then it was 1-1, and then Ross County took the lead to it. But honestly, see, Levy were the better team. See it 2-0 down, Levy were still the better team in that playoff match.
Yeah, but then Ross County, just the defence was rank rotten, man. We talked about it. They should never have lost for that point.
Even at 2-0 though, Levy looked like the team that were going to do something. And then as soon as Levy got back, I wouldn't even say Levy. I think as soon as Levy scored, man, it was just one-way traffic.
It was curtains.
And I think we could see something similar. Even if Dundee managed to avoid relegation, if they finish 11th, there's going to be enough decent teams in the championship for someone to be dangerous in the playoffs. I imagine St Johnstone and Ross County will bounce back. You've got Ayr United, who were decent last season, brand new partnership with Celtic. I expect them to do something. Partick Thistle are looking pretty good under Mark Wilson. Dunfermline under Neil Lennon, and they'll be expecting to have a good season fighting for... There should be a lot of decent teams in the championship this season, and I think that we will see teams in those playoffs cause threats, and to me, whoever finishes 11th will have a tough time retaining their Scottish Premiership status.
Could Ayr United be one of the teams that will challenge the 11th team in the playoff? We'll have to wait and see, but they're taking
Well, I did literally just say that, aye.
I know, but it was a nice wee tie-in for me. Right, anyway, I'm going to go 2-0 Ayr. Alright, Scott Brown will win.
Aye, Scott Brown. Does he need Celtic players to beat Arbroath? Probably not, but I'm looking forward to that partnership. Who will Celtic send?
Yeah, I think it's interesting for all the teams that are in partnership.
Will Scott Brown get a pick? I wonder, can Scott Brown and Brendan Rodgers, will they be able to negotiate?
We'll have to wait and see, folks. Here, maybe on Saturday some of them will play. Who knows? Right, Cove Rangers versus Falkirk. I'm going to go 5-0 Falkirk because they look pretty good.
Do they?
They won 7-0 in the first game, like, so I would suggest.
Do you think you think they could be beating the Glasgow Rangers by 5-0 when the season begins?
We'll have to wait and see. I don't think so though.
I'll go 3-1.
We need to build a fourth stadium, don't?
Stand, mate.
Sorry.
Stand.
That's
Aye.
the one.
I mean, most teams don't have two stadiums. Never mind 4. So I'd calm it down. How was you?
Name me a team that's got 2 stadiums. Exactly.
Well,
Reel that in there. Where are you going?
3-1.
Dumbarton versus Dunfermline. Dunfermline need to win. Just another shite stadium name there. I'm not going to address it. But yeah, I'm going to go 1-0 Dunfermline. Neil Lennon. What do you make of Lennon giving it the big one to the Hearts fans after they made it 1 each and ended up losing?
Didn't age well, did it?
No, it didn't age well. Big Lennon greeting. I'll go 1-0 Dunfermline though.
Aye, Dunfermline should win this big season for Neil Lennon in terms, not just his Dunfermline career, but in terms of his managerial career. If he gets sacked from Dunfermline, like, where does he go from there?
It's a weird one though.
He's already dropped pretty far down the system, like.
He has, but like, how much does winning a few league titles with Celtic years ago still get him? Like, do you think if he gets sacked from Dunfermline, he's still guaranteed to walk into a Premiership job? Or do you think that's beyond him?
No, because he's had to take Dunfermline over some Premiership teams, so
yeah, but look who Dundee appointed would be my point. You know what I mean? Like, if Dundee appoint him, and you've got a literal, guy that's won the league, does that not kind of go against your logic?
Yeah, but I mean, he won the league with Celtic. You could argue most people could win the league with Celtic.
Would the guy at Dundee do that? Thank you very much.
He might have.
He might have. There we go then. Right, Edinburgh City against Stranraer. The boys in Stranraer. Missed that one a wee while, haven't we?
Well, that's been a while since that was held.
It's at Meadowbank though, it's not at Stair Park. I'll go 2-1 Edinburgh City. How about that? How about that, man? You agree with that? 2-1?
Aye, 2-0. 2-0.
Right, Elgin City taking on East Kilbride. East Kilbride doing good things, I'm hearing. 4,000-seater stadium they're planning to build, giving back to the local community. Elgin City, meanwhile, they're taking all Aberdeen's youth players in that cooperation agreement, so I think that'll get them over the line in extra time.
Scott Allen coaching at East Kilbride. I'm surprised they never went for a player coach role, to be fair.
Wait, just Scott Allen. 35 or something?
Yeah, I would imagine he could still do a half decent job doing in League 2, but I guess he's just decided the body's given up on him and he wants to transition just into being a coach, which is fair enough. But yeah, I mean, let's say East Kilbride somehow do manage to get into the last 16 or whatever. I mean, I'm sure he wouldn't mind pulling the boots on one more time.
Absolutely not, but East Kilbride's the sort of team that it would be crazy to hear them in the Premiership, like just the name.
Yeah, but they do seem like they're going somewhere. They seem like there's ambition and hope behind the club.
Put it this
I'm
way.
not suggesting they're going to do a Gretna and come up 3 divisions in a row and be in the top flight, but I do think that East Kilbride is a team that we will see get promotion from League 2, whether it be this season or next season. I don't think they're going to be a team that we need to worry about dropping out the pyramid anytime soon.
Put it this way, right? See, when there is a board saying they're going to build a 4,000-seater stadium, I know it's not we're building a 75,000-seater stadium in London, right? But we're talking about a Scottish League 2 team here building a new stadium. That's ambition. When was the last team in this country that built a new stadium?
Yeah, they ain't building a new stadium.
Can you actually recall who was the last team to build a new...
Well, yeah, but they ain't building a new stadium to go and play in the Lowland League, are they?
No. We're going to play high, not the Highland League, the Premiership. So fair play to them, but they're going to lose here on penalties.
Are they? I'm going to go East Kilbride 2-1.
Fair enough, right? Inverness versus St Johnstone, battle of the Championship teams. I'm going to go battle of the cities here. I'm going to go Inverness to win 3-1.
I'll go 1-1. Inverness penalties.
Kelly Hearts versus East Fife.
Kelty Hearts will win 2-0.
I'll go 2-0 as well, right? Livy against Borough Rangers.
Livy need to get back on track. They will get back on track. They'll beat Borough Rangers. They'll do it by 3-0.
Brilliant. I'll go 2-0 Livy. Montrose versus Bonnie Ragros. I will go 2 each, and Montrose to win on penalties. And then the final game, my friends. Peterhead versus Clyde. I'll say the final game. I don't even know why I said the final game. Remember these two played each other a couple of seasons ago, and it was like the bottom of League 1. They had one had 11 points, one had 9 or something.
Where's the group stage? Tables?
I mean, fuck that shit. We worry about that in the review show. Where you been? I'll go 2-1 Clyde.
I'll go 2-1 Peterhead.
Right, Queen of the South Ross County. Oh, that's a long trek, that one. I'll go for Queen of the South to win. 3-2. They won 4-0 against Edinburgh City, so they'll win.
I'm going to go 2-2, Queen South winning on pens.
Do you know like Ross County keeping Dan Carey's another shite move?
Don Carey?
Hi, Don.
No, not Dan.
Dan's the man. He's not the man.
It's mental how you can just replace one letter and get a name so wrong, but I suppose when you've only got 3 letters in your name, 1 letter, it's a big party.
But
it takes up 33.33%, so it can do a lot of damage. Like,
well, he's certainly not the Don, is he?
No.
He's ranked rotten.
Fucking replace it with you, dumb.
That's alright.
Be in there as well.
Not sure, right? Aye, exactly.
Dim?
I just realised I rubbed my eye there. I've got fucking chilli on them.
Dim, Carey?
My eyes could be about to burst here, folks.
Who dimmed the lights? His lights could be getting turned off.
That's
soon.
fucking plenty, right? St Mirren versus Annan Athletic. They need to win St Mirren. I'll go 2-0.
Oh, they will win 3-0 St Mirren.
Right, Stenhousemuir versus Motherwell. Motherwell was shaky.
Yeah, I haven't been very impressive.
Big Peter.
I do think they'll beat Stenhousemuir, but I'm not convinced with this new manager. I don't think it's going to be a great season ahead for Motherwell. Should have too much to be relegated, but I mean, you never know. Especially when they lose Lennon Miller. They have lost key players over the last few seasons.
I think if Lennon Miller was going to go, he'd have went by now. Where's the concrete bids?
I'll be shocked if Motherwell keep Lennon Miller for this season when he's valued at 6, 7, 8, 9 million. I'll be shocked if he's still.
Yeah, you know what? Motherwell are in the situation now where I actually don't see any benefit of keeping them. I don't, because I don't see them going down without him. and I don't see them doing anything with him.
The only benefit of keeping him is if he somehow decides to sign a massive Same Motherwell, right? Why don't they take a fucking risk and actually why don't they break their wage structure or whatever? Why don't they offer him to become the highest paid player ever in the history of Motherwell and get him to extend his contract by, say, 4 years? And then see the power that gives them in negotiating?
No, I agree, but it's never going to happen. A realistic thing would be, here, we'll give you an extra year and we'll sell you in January. That's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, but I just don't think anything's going to happen like that, because for Motherwell to extend his contract, they would need to improve his wage. And I just don't think they'll do that.
True. I'll go 2-0 Motherwell, though.
But you could easily make a profit by even if you could double his wages, but by just adding like an extra 2 years to his contract, you could...
How much do you think Lennon Miller's on?
Peanuts, probably.
Has he even signed a contract extension?
But just the extra money that they could get for just having an extra year or two on his contract would outweigh the wage expenditure on him. So I think clubs need to be a bit more ambitious and just fucking go for it.
No, they do. What are you going?
2-1 Motherwell.
Right, Spartans versus Brecon City. A wee bit of a shit one. I'll go
Spartans, 2-1.
2-0, I'll go Spartans. Right, your wee team.
5-0 Hearts.
Oh, really?
Aye, we've been on a roll. I think we're looking pretty good. Not quite going to do a Ewan Cameron and say we'll be fighting for the league title this season.
What's happening with Ewan Cameron? I'm hearing rumours that the big Scottish football podcast is cancelled.
See, that could be true because...
I hate that.
Because
what is it?
They actually were supposed to do... They were missing a show. They were supposed to do one more show after the last show that they uploaded there, where obviously Aberdeen beat Celtic in the Scottish Cup final. But for some reason that show never happened, and there's been pretty much no update. Haven't heard anything. I don't know, have Ewan Cameron and Stephen Mill fallen out?
They fall out every show about 10 times. So
that is true. Like maybe they've no kissed and made up yet. I tell you what, it would be a big loss, because the Big Scottish Football podcast is, for me, undoubtedly better than any night on Scoreboard. Apart from Thursday can run it close, because you got Gordon DL and Mark. But here, that could be gone.
Mark Wilson could be out here.
That partnership could be done.
Done and dusted, folks.
And just no offence to them, but over the last year, 2 years, Clyde Super Scoreboard has just went downhill massively. See, when you've got Scott Allen, right, good wee footballer, not interesting to listen to. Simon Donnelly, boring bastard. Jim Duffy, boring bastard. There is...
Bartley's boring.
I actually don't mind Bartley.
I know he's boring. He's not the... What's up, Cammy Bell?
Yuki Evans, I can take him with a grain of salt.
Aye.
Sometimes...
When a caller disagrees what he's saying, he looks up and the one eyes and you're poking you. It's like the guy for Toy Story 2, man, when he's fucking patching up Woody.
But, no, I mean, honestly, yeah...
That was a very satisfying scene, that, wasn't it?
Right. The Super Scoreboard, it has been... It's just hired too many boring pundits. It is what it is.
No, they have, and I don't know what Gordon Duncan is. Is he missing? Is he MIA? Is he missing in action? Because where has he been? That Jabroni's covering for him.
If the Scottish Football Podcast is gone, can we at least get Ewan Cameron as one of the pundits? And
could you imagine Sutton and Boyd on Super Scoreboard?
I just want to see Ewan Cameron and beat the pundit, because the guy's shite. I reckon he'd be lower in the league table than Gordon Dale.
Oh, of course he would be. Guy doesn't have a Scooby snack. Anyway, guys, we're all out of Scooby snacks. I'll go 3-0 Hearts.
No, but it's annoying because he makes Stephen Mill look like this mastermind.
No, he does.
And while I think Stephen Mill's got reasonable knowledge about Scottish football, he's not got knowledge that should be making him win like 20 weeks in a row. But if you're up against an incompetent turd for 20 weeks in a row,
you're going to look good.
You're going to beat them more often than not. Like
you're going to look good when you build like an Undertaker streak against them.
Anyway, maybe Fog Football should have some sort of a weekly quiz and... Aye,
that's plenty. Anyway, guys, we'll be back. Leave your thoughts down below for quiz ideas. What's the winner get?
Money. A signed ball.
Ooh, that's not bad. Anyway,
that's pish when you give him a signed ball. Something better than that.
Just Gordon DL, PTSD. We live in Motherwell.
We've made money than Scoreboard anyway. We should be giving it better prizes.
Plenty of money.
Room on the West Wing or something.
Aye, exactly, guys. All-inclusive breakfast in the West Wing. How great's that?
Right, that's it. Till next time. Peace.